It's a good thing for all of us here tonight. Mike Lucas wasn't very good bussing tables at his parents' restaurant in downtown Beloit. If he hadn't, in his own words, gotten in the way all the time and been sent home, he might have stayed in that business, and then we'd have missed out every time we read the sports section, watched local television, or listened to the Badgers on radio. Thankfully, Mike chose the career path he did, gifting us with his wonderful creative writing, unique style, and opinionated commentary. He was born in Beloit to Marika and Gus Lucas. His father was born in Greece, landed on the beaches at Normandy, and married Marika, one of the many Europeans liberated by the Allies on their way to put an end to the Third Reich. Mike was a self-professed playground junkie as a kid, playing dusk till dawn, old school stuff, tackle football without helmets and pads, basketball wherever he could find a hoop. He wore out the rim on his garage hoop and the garage door with a few errant shots now and then. Growing up just one block from Strong Stadium, home of Beloit College football, he became a ball boy for the team as a young teen. An unforgettable memory from those days is of a running back from Ripon College, absolutely destroying the Beloit defense with his tenacious down-the-throat style. Lucas reminded that particular running back of those memories from time to time, covering Badger basketball over the years. That running back was Dick Bennett. Mike played football in high school. By his own admission, he was a slow and not strong enough offensive lineman. He remembers telling his dad if he couldn't play sports at a high level, he wanted to write about sports at a high level. Lucas's path to journalistic excellence began his junior year when he joined his high school newspaper. His first writing awards came in his senior year. Influences included his school mentor, Rick Schoenfield, his football coach, John Heineke, and basketball coach, Bernie Barkin, a friend of the family. He went to his first Badger football game at 16. He remembers it vividly, not because the Badgers beat the Gophers 7-6, but because the players carried UW football coach Mill Brune off the field on their shoulders. Brune had been fired just a few days before. Lucas remembers that game as an example of how people handle pressure, a topic that would soon become a favorite of his. Mike enrolled at the UW in 1968, not the most idyllic of times on the Wisconsin campus. He wrote for the Badger Herald and the Daily Cardinal. He chose the Capital Times over the Wisconsin Journal in 1971. During his first years at the Cap Times, he covered mostly high school football and basketball. The first time he covered a La Follette football game, he figured out pretty quickly Otto Breitenbach was a special human being. Breitenbach became a good friend and ally. Soon he was getting the chance to cover and write about the Badgers, Brewers, and Packers. In those formative years as a writer, Wisconsin coaches John Jardine, John Powless, and Bob Johnson had a big impact on Mike.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So did Victor the Bear. Mike was looking for something fresh and unique to write about one day, so he decided to take his chances in the ring at the Coliseum against Victor the Wrestling Bear. There was no upset that evening in the Coliseum, my friends. The favorite pinned the underdog in mere seconds. But Lucas found a silver lining losing to a 400-pound bear. Mike says that event prepared him for the next step in his career, hosting a radio sports talk show. That opportunity came along in 1976. A year later, he started doing color commentary on the radio for Badger hockey. In 1980, he added TV color commentary duties on WHA-TV for Badger football and basketball. In 1994, another career-shaping opportunity came along when he became half of the Matt LePay Mike Lucas broadcasting team on the Badger TV network. When he's not in your newspaper, on radio or television anywhere, he's probably writing another book. Lucas has written 6 on all things Wisconsin athletics. It's difficult to summarize everything Mike's done because he's done so much. 39 years writing award-winning stories and columns for the Capital Times. 17-plus years hosting the weekly TV show Sidelines. 10 years hosting Lucas in the Morning weekdays on radio. nearly 11 years as the senior writer for UWBadgers.com, and he played a major role in the startup of the online magazine Varsity. Lucas still pinches himself when he thinks about the 7 Rose Bowls he's covered, the 3 Final Fours, that he's the only accredited writer who's covered each of Wisconsin hockey's 6 national championships. Mike says he's flattered and overwhelmed to join such an exclusive club. Beloit's his birthplace, but Madison's been his home for more than 50 years. As Mike likes to say, it's been one hell of a run. The Madison Sports Hall of Fame and Strand Associates Incorporated are honored to welcome Mike Lucas into the class of 2021.